Hi, everybody. My name is Greg Lorzell, and I am the president of Visionary Insurance Partners and marketing director with Manhattan Life. I have been in the industry for 34 years now, and most of that we have specialized in health insurance. I started my career as an agent for Prudential, then the New England. Then I started my own agency, which specialized in health insurance, called Health Insurance Advisors. Then I became the regional sales director for Time Insurance, which later became Assurant Health. They are the oldest health-only insurance company in the country. They were around since 1892, and Obamacare put them out of business. So one of the strongest, oldest companies that had a fantastic health insurance product was put out of business by Obamacare, like a lot of health insurance companies. Other insurance companies just got out of Obamacare before they went bankrupt. And as we know now, there are not many choices left in Obamacare. It's usually the typical, like, Blue Cross Blue Shield of whatever state you're in, maybe Aetna. The rates are ridiculous. The choice of doctors, the network has shrunk to a ridiculously small regional HMO, and yet those premiums keep going up. Well, we don't have to be in there anymore. We have a new president, we have a new administration, and there is no longer a mandate, there is no longer a penalty. And there wasn't all this entire year, but during open enrollment of last year, fall of 2018, no one was aware of that yet, or a lot of people weren't aware of it. So what we're anticipating this autumn, right now, of 2019, will be a mass exodus out of Obamacare during open enrollment, and people will be looking for much more affordable plans. Well, Manhattan Life's Affordable Choice Plan is the best I've ever seen. We represent every company out there, but I chose to be a marketing director for Manhattan Life because of this product. So I am an independent agency, but I also believe in this product so much that I wanted to up my game with this. And I really focus on this plan because it's the best I've ever seen. So much so that it's the plan that I have for myself. I've had it for 2 years now. And I've seen all kinds of different plans and made those choices. For a while there, I had to be on Obamacare. And I hated paying that premium for a $6,300 deductible. It was ridiculous. And my choices were so limited. I can go anywhere I want with the Affordable Choice Plan. Anywhere. In any state. And I travel a lot. And I don't have to worry about not being covered except for emergencies when I'm traveling. I can get coverage anywhere I want. So I think this plan is fantastic, and hopefully you'll feel the same way I do after we go through this presentation. So as the name implies, Manhattan Life, they started in Manhattan, and they're one of the oldest companies out there since 1850. They now are located in Texas, in Houston, Texas. They're a very big employer in Houston, Texas. And I'll tell you what, I love Texas. I live in Florida. I used to live in Pennsylvania. But I think if I didn't live in Florida, I'd live in Texas. I love Texans. I love their no-nonsense way of doing things. And I love that that state's as red as it gets in America. What we're looking at here is I zoomed in on the standard analytical report for Manhattan Life. And in this report, Manhattan Life is compared to the 25 largest health insurance companies or insurance companies in America. So these are the 25 largest insurance companies in America. And what you can see down here is their asset to liability ratio averages $106 of assets to every $100 of liability. That's pretty darn strong. It means they're in the black. A lot of companies aren't in the black. Well, Manhattan Life is ridiculously high in the black. They blow this number away. There are $133 of assets to every $100 of liabilities. And you can see how large they are, too. Their strength and size is incredible. They are in 40 states with the Affordable Choice product. I don't know if there's a health insurance product other than Affordable Choice that's in that many states, especially when you talk about liberal states who keep trying to curtail anything that isn't an Obamacare plan. This plan is so strong, and it covers all pre-existing conditions after the first 12 months, just like the old major medical plans used to. And so because of that, it eliminates the argument of a lot of the liberal states of, hey, listen, if we're going to have a product that's an alternative to Obamacare, it better cover pre-existing conditions, at least after the first 12 months. There's another product out there, and our company sells it also, but it's missold so often by insurance agents, and that's short-term major med. Short-term major med is very attractive. Why? Because it's affordable, like the plan we're about to see. But the problem with short-term major med, everybody, is think about the name. It's meant to be short-term coverage. And what happens is agents are putting it back to back to back. And these plans, depending on what state you live in, are only continuous coverage for 90 days, 180 days, or a year. So the most you can have is for a year before you have to reapply for it. Well, what if you can't, if you're not acceptable a second time around? Because you're treated like you never were there before. When you reapply, you're back to the end of the line. You got to start all over again. You got to, if you get accepted, pre-existing conditions, everything starts all over again. Deductibles, everything. Not the case with the Affordable Choice Plan. It is continuous coverage like the major meds of prior to Obamacare, and it covers all pre-existing conditions after the first 12 months. That's the kind of plan you want as an alternative to the ACA. What else is on their resume? Well, the ACA was very intimidated by indemnity plans, especially strong indemnity plans like Manhattan Life had. And what happened was, in 2015, when the Obama administration saw how many people were avoiding getting enrolled in the marketplace during open enrollment, and they were going to indemnity plans, they pretty much took indemnity plan, executive order, took indemnity plan choices off the table. If you can't beat them, get rid of them. That was the Obama. That's socialism. That is what the Obama administration did. The CEO for Manhattan Life, he wasn't going to take that on the chin. He started a lawsuit and single-handedly beat Health and Human Services in the Obama administration on this ruling, and they rolled it back in a unanimous 3-0 decision, and this was in the United States District Court of Columbia. So they won at a federal level. This product is not going to be challenged in states like other products are, especially short-term med. I don't know if you've noticed, but short-term med plans are being pulled out of a lot of liberal states because of what they are. Manhattan Life's being welcomed in most every state. Besides the Affordable Choice, which is the main base product, you can add all kinds of other coverages with this. You could have a 6-package plan with just incredible benefits and still pay less than Obamacare with a $6,300 deductible. So the Affordable Choice can be bundled with accident plans, with a gap plan, with cancer plans, with dental, vision, hearing, with short-term disability. You can even get Medicare supplement if you're over age 65. That's all you would need. You wouldn't need anything else. Maybe you want some cancer plan. There's life and annuities. They have such strong plan offerings. And the other nice thing is, unlike plans you've seen in the past, where the company charges association fees or enrollment fees or monthly administration fees, Manhattan Life products do not charge any of that. That's fluff. It doesn't do anything. You're not paying for protection. With Manhattan Life plans, you're paying for pure protection. And they can be purchased by individuals, by groups. In a large group, if just 100 out of 1,000 people, 10 out of 1,000, whatever, want to buy some of these products, you can buy them on a voluntary worksite benefits like Aflac or Colonial Life. So this product is like that. The difference is it's much more affordable because you're not paying for all the advertising. You're not paying for the duck. One of the things I want to tell you is being in this business for so long, I know all the ins and outs. I've seen every carrier that's here now that has come and gone. And one of the things I like to do is make sure that my clients are educated to their choices. And I set up websites so you can educate yourself. Now, this is a site that actually will take you in and show you Obamacare rates. It would be privatehealthexchange.net. You saw it on the first slide. You'll see it again on the last slide. Go in there and try this out. It says enroll now. It really should just say quote now. But when you click on this, another window opens. And look how simple this is. You put your simple information in here, and this will show you every Obamacare plan that's available in your zip code as if you were actually on the marketplace. So this is a way to get all of those plans in ascending order of premium, or you can choose by what companies you like. Is it just silver plans? You can do all kinds of filters on here that you can't even do on the Obamacare site, on the marketplace site. But what's nice is it's so much easier to use, and it doesn't go down like that site does whenever, all the people are going in there during open enrollment. How many times do you start to punch your information in there and it goes down? You can calculate your subsidy. You can do all those things, and you will see the exact same plan offerings from the exact same companies at the exact same rates. Something that's important for you to know, and that is, it does not matter where you buy your health insurance. It doesn't matter if you buy it from your State Farm agent, an agent down the street, directly from the insurance company. It doesn't matter. The rates are always going to be the same. If you're buying Plan 124 from United Healthcare, Plan 124 is going to be the exact same rate no matter where you buy it. So you want to deal with a competent representative. You want to deal with a competent agency because the rates are going to be the same. It's just a matter of what they're going to show you. I want to show you the best. I want to allow my clients to educate themselves. And this will go a long way to doing that. You can punch your information here, see all the rates. They'll even show you some short-term medical rates on here. But it's a one-stop shop. It's very easy to do. You could even enroll if you wanted to after you get your quote. What does the quote look like? I picked 2 plans, and it will show a side-by-side illustration. You can compare up to 12 plans. I didn't want to overwhelm you by showing you 12 plans here. We'd all be scratching our heads. But this just shows you how unaffordable the ACA has gotten. This is for me. I'm 57 years old. I'm a non-tobacco user, as you can see over here. I'm in Palm Beach County in Florida. This is current. This is for October 1st. The rates are going to go up significantly this open enrollment because this open enrollment will be for January 1st, 2020 rates. And they're going to be up significantly. Well, how much further can these rates go up? Look at this plan. This is an HMO, everybody. It's a silver HMO plan. It's got a $7,300 deductible before I even get any coverage. It has a $14,000 max out of pocket. That's just for me. That's ridiculous. Look at all these co-pays I have to go through. 50% co-insurance. So once I hit my deductible, I'm still paying 50% of all my bills till I reach dang near $15,000 out of pocket. That's ridiculous. And then the rate is almost $900 a month. Who wants to pay those kind of rates? That is one of the most affordable plans for me in my zip code. Now I want to show you the best plan that's available in my zip code. That's a platinum plan with Florida Blue. It's not an HMO. I have more choices with this plan. No deductible. Great. I still have some out-of-pocket things here, but look what I pay. As an individual, I'm going to pay almost $2,200 a month. A single guy. I'm healthy. Am I going to pay those kind of rates? Hell no, I'm not. Now, I did at one point have to be on a plan like this, and I didn't like it. Here's what the rates look like for Affordable Choice. They truly are affordable. So we look back there at the rates we just saw, and you're talking about $900 all the way up to $2,200 a month for a plan that actually isn't as good a coverage as a bundled plan with the Affordable Choice. Now, this is not me. This is a full family. I have the Affordable Choice plan, and I have a bundled plan. I'm an older gentleman than this guy at 44, but I'm single. I still only pay less than $400 a month for a full Affordable Choice Elite plan for dental, vision, and hearing, for cancer coverage, and for accident coverage. Where I would pay, you saw how much I pay. Now look at this guy. This is a 44-year-old family. He, his wife, and 4 children. His rates, this was an actual client of mine. His rates were going to go to $40,000 a year with Obamacare. I got him this plan, so it's less than $12,000 a year. That's a $28,000 savings. And he's got a much better plan than what he had with Obamacare. What's nice about this plan is because it's a fixed benefits indemnity plan, when you bundle plans together, you actually get the benefit of stacking plan on top of plan. It doesn't integrate benefits. It gives you full benefit with each plan you get. And this plan gave him the Elite plan, which you will see what that covers later. It also gave him a cancer plan, the best cancer plan of 4 different choices, critical protection recovery, which really boosts extra payments for anything when you're in the hospital, including surgeries, hospital room and board. This is also the best plan of 4. An accident plan that has 2 units of accident coverage. You have a 1 unit and a 2 unit plan, so it doubles a lot of the benefits. It also gave Brad $2,000 of disability income, short-term disability, that starts immediately 1 week after you're disabled due to an accident and lasts for 12 months and pays you $2,000 per month. It also has extra wellness benefits on it. Besides that, he's got a gap plan that as soon as he goes into the hospital for any reason, including maternity, and I don't know any other plan, there's a lot of gap plans out there. I don't know any other gap plans that cover maternity. Manhattan Life, I believe, is the only gap plan that will also pay out for maternity. So imagine that. Now you actually have a plan that covers routine maternity right away also. The Affordable Choice covers all complications of maternity. You put the gap plan on, and it puts $63.50 into your pocket as soon as you walk in the hospital, including maternity. It has other benefits included in here, but this is the main reason for it. And a dental, vision, and hearing plan for his family. So this is a family of 6 that was about to pay over 20, what was it? He was going up to $33,200 a month, something like that, for his family to have a silver plan. And now he has a no deductible bundled plan, which for many things will give you extra money to pay other bills, not even related to your medical coverage, but over and above to cover mortgages and everything else. If this sounds like Aflac, it's exactly like Aflac. So this is an indemnity fixed benefit plan. The difference is you're not paying the expenses of very, very expensive, good advertising campaign, but it's very expensive. That duck that shows up all the time, primetime TV, is going to be half your premiums when you buy an Aflac plan. Not to mention, there's a lot of executive and middle management there. So who would qualify for this plan? I told you I think about 90% of Americans will qualify for this plan. If you don't have any of these disorders from A to T here, and these are pretty major disorders, you can qualify for this plan. So again, about 90% of Americans can qualify for this plan, including diabetics, as long as they're not insulin controlled. 80% of diabetics in this country aren't insulin controlled. If you're not taking insulin, you can qualify for this plan. So that is really something nice that diabetics like to hear, because usually everybody tells them, agents tell them, hey, I'm sorry. You know what? You're a diabetic. You're going to have to stick with the Obamacare plan and bite that premium. So it's nice. It's nice to have other choices now. So there's 4 different plans to pick from with the affordable choice. And here are some bullet points. Some bullet points that I have here. You're going to have this PowerPoint, obviously, that you can pause and look at the bullet points. I made them here very simple, but I want to actually get into the brochure. So this is the brochure. They've added a lot of new things. I wanted to focus in on the one page of the brochure here, and these are the benefits. How easy is it to compare the benefits of the 4 plans on this page? And if you look here, the benefits are extremely strong. Your average room and board throughout the country is $2,000 a day. A hospital for the room and board. I'm not talking about the tests they run and everything. I'm just talking about the room and board. $2,000 a day. The elite plan here. Let's stick with the elite plan. $5,000 a day. That's what they'll pay. So even if you're at $2,000 a day or $1,500 a day, they still pay out the $5,000. You can use the extra money for anything. So if you're having a major surgery and you need some extra dollars for the surgery, you're going to get some surgical benefit here, a lot of surgical benefit, but this will give you additional monies for possibly surgery. If you say, all right, well, the surgery was completely covered anyway, that's money you can put in your pocket, pay a mortgage, whatever. Each year, the benefit grows that you're on your plan. The rates don't increase, but the benefit grows for any accident. So it grows by 25% each year. When you're in the hospital due to an accident, it'll go to $6,250, $7,500, $8,750, and $10,000 the 5th year and thereafter. That is one heck of a benefit. And if you think about it, if you were to go into a hospital due to an accident, chances are you're going to have bigger bills because of trauma, because you're coming in maybe in an ambulance, chopper, whatever it might be. These are the strongest fixed benefits in the industry. Let's talk about comparing this to the ACA. The ACA, the best you're going to do is just pay for that, whatever the charge hospital room and board is. You're not going to get extra money out of the deal. The very first day you're in the hospital, and most hospital admissions are 1 day. A lot of times it's just for observation. Look at this. An extra $3,000. So if you're in just 1 day for observation, you're getting the $5,000 plus $3,000. You're getting $8,000. $8,000. Now, I've seen where people go into the emergency room, and because they're not as sure exactly what's wrong with this person in this highly litigious society, what do? They put you in the room for observation. That might be, even with the equipment hooked up to you, a $2,000 bill, maybe $2,500 bill. Well, just for the hospital room and board, you're going to get an $8,000 check. You get to keep the difference. That's wonderful. Emergency room visit or urgent care facility, either one. It'll pay $375. It'll pay once per person in your family per year. Now, if that is something that concerns you, and it did me, I'm on this plan. If it concerns you, that amount concerns you, I would highly suggest that you add the accident plan, like I did. The accident coverage for me, it only cost me $14 a month, and it's a blockbuster of a plan. I'm going to try to change this here because I'm not liking my pointer options here. Let me do this. Laser pointer. There we go. That makes it a little easier. Continuing down here, surgical benefit, 300% of the Medicare physician fee schedule for surgeries. Let's put that in perspective for a second. 3 times or 300%. What do the average ACA plans pay right now in surgical benefit? Your average ACA plan, whether it's Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, whatever's out there, pays 150 to 175% of this Medicare physician fee schedule for surgeries. So this is a very strong fee schedule. It also pays an extra $3,000 to the outpatient facility if you're having the surgery on an outpatient basis. I had an outpatient surgery on my plan. It paid 100% of my surgery. I had a pre-melanoma removed from my head. My buddy had had one removed the year before by the dermatologist. Good dermatologist, but they like to do that Mohs technique. Well, he has a heck of a divot in his head because of that. And I've seen so many people suffer that same fate. Well, I learned from that, and I decided I'm not going to have that. The dermatologist diagnosed it, but I had a plastic surgeon do this work. I had a plastic surgeon do it, and they charge a heck of a lot more than a dermatologist, but they don't leave much of a scar either. I had this plan. I suffered no out-of-pocket with it. I also had it boosted up with the cancer product. I told you I have the accident plan, and I have dental, vision, hearing. I'm still paying half of what I would have paid with Obamacare, and I got a much better plan. Continuing down here, they also cover assistant surgeon and anesthesiologist. A lot of plans like this won't do that, and they cover them very strongly. So if you had a $30,000 surgery, 20% of that $30,000, okay, so $30,000 for the surgery, another 20%, I should say, another 20% of that, so $6,000 could be paid to the assistant surgeon, who's usually a medical student. Anesthesiologist, 25% of that $30,000, what is it? It's $7,000, $7,500 goes to the anesthesiologist. That's plenty. I don't think the anesthesiologist would charge much more than that, and you're going to get the negotiated rate of the multi-plan network with this. Doctor's office visits. Right now, Obamacare, if you do have doctor's office visits, usually about $50. $50 for doctor's office visit. They'll pay. $25 if you're lucky. That's your copay. Here, you get $100. All right, so I'm going to, again, I have this plan. My doctor's a multi-plan doctor. 85% of doctors and hospitals accept multi-plan. It is the largest private network in the country. When I say multi-plan, you probably all go, oh yeah, multi-plan. It was also known as PHCS, private healthcare systems. So I think most everybody's familiar with the private healthcare systems and multi-plan. That's the network with this. And when I go to my family doctor, it's $55 to see him. I get $100. I can put $45 in my pocket. You heard about my dermatologist. I go to see my dermatologist. He charges, I believe, $110 for an office visit. All I have to pay out of my pocket is $10. I get $100 reimbursement. Prescription drugs. I love this plan for that. My old Obamacare plan was really lousy with prescription drugs. What you get with this plan is a prescription drug discount plan, which is a very strong discount plan, and then it pays $75 out. Well, on Obamacare, I had 2 prescriptions, and I take a maintenance prescription too every month. Back then, it ran me about $40, $45 for one of them. The other one was around $30. With this plan, with my discount card, the one prescription's $18. The other one's $12. For each prescription, I get $75. I get money back for my prescriptions. And I get up to $750 of coverage each year. That's per person. Well, my prescriptions, I get them generic. I use my discount card. I get a great deal, and this works fantastic for me. Obamacare is known for preventive services. Other plans are not. Now, if you think about this, common sense would tell you, everybody, why would you pay so much money for preventive services? Because preventive services could be something you could easily pay out of your pocket, and you don't have to pay a $2,500 or $3,000 a month to Obamacare to have your I mean, that's crazy. But this does have preventive services. And it's for all of these are first dollar benefits. So you go in for a colonoscopy, it'll pay you $300. All right, a colonoscopy. Last time I had a colonoscopy, it was, I believe I paid, I think it was $800. So I get $300 back. So I only paid $500 out of pocket. A Pap smear, it'll pay $100. A PSA test, $100. See, that's what you get back. So no matter what that cost, this is what you get back. Even if by chance you negotiate a lower rate, now you're not going to on these, all right? But most plans don't cover this outside of Obamacare. We throw coverage in for that. Lab tests, $100 for surgical pathology. For other lab services, $50. Therapy pays $25 anytime you go in for physical or speech therapy. I really like this. I think this is very strong here. MRI pays out $500. Last time I went in for an MRI, it was $650. I had Obamacare at the time, subject to a $6,300 deductible. Guess what? Zilch, everybody. I got no coverage. Had I had this plan, that $650 MRI, I would have gotten $500 back, and that would only be a net cost to me of $150. PET scan, $250. CT scan, $200, mammogram, $150, other radiology tests, $75, and a grand total of coverage each year for these preventive services and lab work up to $3,000 paid out per person in your family. This is extremely strong coverage for this type of plan. Ground and air ambulance, $150 for ground, $1,000 for air. Okay, weak, everybody. But that's why I have the accident plan that I put on top of this. It makes it very strong then. Allergy shots, again, most plans don't cover allergy shots. Allergy shots and child immunizations, $10 per allergy shot, $25 per immunization. That is not bad. I'm going to tell you that right now, especially with the multi-plan discount. Cancer, this is outpatient cancer. So radiation, chemotherapy, and immunotherapy. So more and more people are going to immunotherapy because radiation and chemo can really screw up your body. They're going to pay $2,000 per treatment, 40 treatments per year. That's $80,000 of outpatient cancer treatment. My mom went through 2 forms of cancer. I think during the course of her of her chemotherapy, she tried 5 different types of chemo. These are these bags that they drip into you while you're sitting in the lazy boy chair and watching a little TV. And I think her chemo bags range anywhere from the low end of $500 to the high end of a little over $1,500. This plan would have been great for her. It's very strong coverage. But again, I'm going to tell you, at my age, I'm concerned about cancer. So I have the cancer plan on top of it. So all these benefits and then even more benefits stacked on it from the cancer plan. $1 million of hospital room and board coverage. You'll never hit $1 million, everybody, and it's $1 million per person. And a lifetime max per person in your family of $5 million of coverage. Again, back before Obamacare, the major medical plans, the very best major medical plans out there, might have been $5 million. Most of the major medical plans back there, the lifetime benefit was $1 million or $2 million. So $5 million per person, again, it doesn't get any better than that. Rates. Look at this rate. Look at this rate table and how simple it is. And it isn't smoker and non-smoker rates. It's not male or female rates. So the rates you're looking at here, and I want to, again, get a sharper picture. Here it is. The rates you're looking at here, it's whether you're male or female. Now, you know, in these plans where they go by gender, females pay more for their health insurance. Not here. Smokers pay way more for their, tobacco users pay way more for their health insurance. So, no, you pay the same rate. So if you're looking at this and you're saying, man, I'm a smoker, my God, these are going to be the best rates you've ever seen. It's probably startling how good these look. Now let's look at me. Let's look at me for a second. I want to go down here. My rates this year, if I bought Obamacare, would be in excess of $800. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you that. And that's with a $7,300 deductible, 50/50 coinsurance. You saw it. I showed you it back there. In excess of $800, almost $900. A $7,300 deductible, 50. That's disgusting. I'm getting my plan for $263. Now, why didn't I go right to the $365? Why didn't I go to the Elite Plus? Because here's what I did. The savings I had here, which is about $102 savings, I found that if I bought the Elite plan, which is a very strong plan, I'm better off using that $100 savings. And what did I buy? You guys know what else I bought. I bought an accident plan, cancer plan, and dental, vision, and hearing with that $100. And now I'm up to about the same rate, but I have 4 plans, and they beat the coverage on the Elite Plus. So I highly recommend anybody to maybe look at the Elite or possibly even a lesser plan and stack these other benefits. Now you can customize your plan, something you can't do with Obamacare. And that's a real bone of contention with most people on Obamacare. The obvious thing is that the rates are ridiculously high. The other thing, the network stinks. These networks stink on Obamacare. But one of the things I hear more and more often is, I don't like these mandated benefits, Greg. I don't want mandated benefits. Why should I have to pay for maternity? I'm a single guy. Why should I have to pay for maternity? I'm a woman who, I'm out of my childbearing years. You shouldn't have to have mandated benefits. You should be able to customize your benefits and pick and choose. If your biggest concern is cancer, let's load this thing up with cancer. If you have a lot of kids or you're very active and your biggest concern is accident, let's load this thing up with accident. You can customize your plan, something you can't do with Obamacare. The other things that are included at this rate, at the rates you see right here, everybody, and these rates are for everywhere in the country. It doesn't matter if you're in Florida, Texas, in the 40 states that we're in, and I'll show you those states. These are the rates. Those were the benefits that you saw on the prior page. And here are more benefits that are included. These are included in all the plans. Teledoc. I bet a lot of you know about Teledoc. You've used it. You've had it on your plans. This is the best telemedicine service in the country. Teledoc, you can get a hold of a doctor 24/7, 365. I think it's the only telemedicine that promises a doctor will be in touch with you no matter when you call, no matter what day you call. It could be Christmas Eve, it could be New Year's Eve. A doctor's going to get back to you within an hour. Every time I use it, anytime my family's used it, they get back to me within 15 minutes. And it's not a call center doctor, everybody. It is a local doctor. This is a very popular plan. All doctors seem to be participating in this, and they rather do Teledoc than do an office day, because they can sit at home with their beeper, their pager, and then get in front of a computer. My sons at college love this, and they just call in. The doctor calls them. Last time my son used it, he actually had a rash on his arm, and the doctor looked at it through his Skyping and said, I know exactly what that is, Sean. I'm going to call in a prescription to the campus pharmacy. Boom, he went over to the campus pharmacy and got it. There's no need to go see a doctor anymore unless you need a medication that they can't prescribe over the phone, which is usually our narcotic. Caris 360, what are they? They're the best patient advocate group and patient billing adjuster in the industry. So besides the multi-plan network, which automatically gives you a negotiated rate. If by chance you ever get a balanced bill, Keras 360 can go to work on trying to get that down to zero. If they don't get it down to zero, they can get it to the lowest possible and do interest-free payments with the billing department for you. That's what Keras 360 does. So that's fantastic. Now, the more you bundle in this plan, there's going to be more chance that you're going to get extra money to pay other bills like mortgage. When you're sick or when you're in the hospital, you have bills that keep coming. Mortgage, car payment, whatever it might be. That's what happens. Aflac, Duck Bucks, that's what this is like. The more you bundle in this plan, you probably won't have much of a chance unless you get into some weird surgery or whatever where you're going to have any out-of-pocket. What you're going to probably have is excess money to do things with. Isn't that a nice thing to have, to worry about? You also have the prescription card I talked about. This is all included. And when your card comes to you, it's not some flimsy little card. It's like a credit card. And it's got the multi-plan information on there so the doctors know, oh yeah, multi-plan. And that way they take care of the claim for you. The front of the card has the Manhattan Life logo and all your information printed on the front. This further talks about, if you, we can get a brochure out to you, we can email it out to you, but this is another page out of the brochure that explains in further detail Teladoc and Keras 360. This is an example to show you. These are real examples, and this is somebody that didn't bundle their plan. They just have the Elite plan, not even the Elite Plus. This is a real example. That's a pretty big bill. Between what the Elite plan paid and the discount through the multi-plan network, this is another example where the bill was more than paid for. It was the balance on the bill after everything was the network and paid out, it was $22,913. The plan paid out $23,000. So this person put, roughly $87 in their pocket. But the point is that $87. But the point is there was no bill here. There was no balance billing. There was no deductible. If this was Obamacare, it'd be at least a $6,300 deductible, and then cost sharing 50/50, 80/20. No, look at this. And this is just the Elite plan. This isn't a bundle plan. I bundled mine because I want extra assurance. So that's that. Here's an example of lab work. So it was a $185 bill. What remained was $55. That's not bad. Here's an example of a broken arm. And this isn't bundled. Hey, everybody, keep in mind, this is not a bundle plan. You bundle it, and you're probably getting money back on all these deals. Here is an emergency room visit and an accident. The total bill was $2,300, and the balance after the plan paid out and the discounts was $863. Again, this isn't the Elite Plus, it's the Elite. And what if we would have put accident on here? The accident coverage more than likely would eliminate that $863 balance and maybe even put money back in your pocket. So there's 4 different plans to pick from. What's the most popular plan? The Elite, the one that I had. Remember I told you I stepped down from the Elite Plus to the Elite. That's where more people are going. This pie chart's actually expanding where due to education and the agents figuring it out, they're recommending that people go to the Elite plan and then bundle with accident, with cancer, with dental, vision, hearing, and making for, again, a more powerful customized plan. Look at the states that are green here. Hopefully you're in one of these states. Now I do believe some of these have already turned green. I believe Indiana's green and Virginia. So that's green now. So Hawaii and Alaska, you don't see Alaska down here, but Hawaii and Alaska it's approved in. We expect California, Colorado, and Washington to all be approved by the end of this year. But look at this. A plan, you look at some of these liberal states, Oregon, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Maryland, Maine, Rhode Island, Delaware. There's a lot of red states here, but here, for this reason, it's green. They've accepted this product. That is a testament to how strong this plan is. I dare you to find another health insurance plan that's in this many states. Most health insurance plans aren't even in the full state. Independence Blue Cross Blue Shield of Pennsylvania, just in the Philadelphia area. Highmark, Highmark's all throughout the state. Capital Blue Cross Blue Shield, just in the center of the state. And that's what you're seeing with most of these plans. This plan is universally accepted. The multi-plan network is 85% of the doctors and hospitals in this country. It doesn't, at that price, everybody, you saw the price. If you go back and look at what your rate would be on that chart, it's that simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be like Obamacare. If you're not getting a big fat subsidy from Obamacare, and you'd have to get a fat subsidy to beat the rates that we saw, to beat these rates, you'd have to get like a 75-80% of your premium subsidized on Obamacare to get this kind of rate. So there is a better plan this year for all you guys. Something else I want to talk about. If you're a small business, if you're self-employed, if you have any employee, it doesn't matter. What's also improved by the Trump administration for this year, they just approved it this summer. It starts January 1st of 2020. It's an individual coverage HRA. Please call me about this if you have a business and you're saying, hey man, I stopped offering health insurance because it's so ridiculous. Group rates are so ridiculously high priced. They are. Group rates are 3 to 4 times the rate you're seeing with this affordable choice plan. Now, in the past, you weren't able to buy an individual plan for your employees and write it off. Now you can with an individual coverage HRA, and you can fully pay the premiums. It's not an allowance. You can put as much or as little in as you want. And you can set up to 9 different employee levels. I don't know why you'd need 9 employee levels. I've seen 3. Executives, management, and all other employees. You can do 9. How creative can you be with this plan? And one of the things, supposedly the cons of an individual coverage HRA, is you can't buy group coverage with it. Well, nobody wants to buy group coverage. They want to buy the much more affordable individual plan, but you want, as a businessman, you want to be able to write off those premiums for your employees. In the past, you haven't been able to do that. January 1st, 2020, you can. Another reason to take a good look at the Affordable Choice Plan. We can list bill it for your company, and now we can write it off when we set up an individual coverage HRA for you. Now, guess what you can't buy with an individual coverage HRA? You cannot buy short-term med, and you cannot buy Medishare plans. There's a reason for that, everybody. The Department of Labor and Health and Human Services weighed in on the individual coverage HRA, and they said, hey, listen, there's 2 plans you're not allowed to buy, and that's short-term med and Medishare plans. Well, they give you a measly little $1,800 allowance if you want to do that. That's not going to cover even 2 months on a short-term med plan. So, this is the reason why you don't want to be in short-term med. And if some of you have experienced a Medishare plan isn't even insurance. It's not even condoned by the state insurance departments. It's a religious thing. I love religion. I'm not going to pick on any religion. But religion in your health insurance, I got to tell you, that's all I'm going to say about that. The other nice thing about the individual coverage HRA, you fully take advantage of, it's free of payroll tax and income tax. So this is a heck of a write-off for all you business owners. I will tell you all about this. I'm very passionate about this. I'm very analytical. I keep up on all this stuff. I'm very passionate. Not only do you get to write off the individual premiums for everybody, you get to write off all the things listed in IRS Publication 502. There's a lot of things there, and you can take advantage of writing them all off the business. Very nice, right? Well, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to listen to this. Like I said, I'm very passionate about this. I stuck through the health insurance industry during Obamacare, and they were the darkest days in this industry. And you're talking to a guy that's been doing this for 35 years, and I am so happy we have other choices out there. Now, there's more than just this, but I'm telling you right now, this is the best I've seen. I sell United Healthcare. I sell National General, Humana, everyone. I'm a broker. There's nothing I can't sell. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is the best I've seen. I wouldn't be on this plan if it wasn't the best I've seen. And it seems to be growing by leaps and bounds. That's another strong sign that this might be the new heavyweight champ out there. Please, look me up, call me, go into the site here and mess around with it. This is a self-serve site for everybody. When it says enroll now, don't let I should relabel that get a quote now. Enroll now, you could enroll if you wanted to, but first thing is they'll get you a quote. But give me a call if you have any questions. I'll get any information out to you. I'm very low key. I'm excited now about this because it's a really strong plan. But I'll get the information out to you. I'll let you digest it in your own time. If you never call me, I won't bug you. I'm too busy for that. If you want a local agent to call you, I deal with agents throughout the country. So if you have an agent right now that you like and he hasn't shown you this, chances are he's not appointed with this. Let's get him appointed. Have him give me a call. I work with other agents because, again, I am the marketing. Besides being independent and the president of Visionary, that was my old agency back when I was in my 30s. Visionary Insurance Partners is my agency, but I'm also the marketing director for Manhattan Life because that's how much I believe in this product. But yeah, have your agents. A lot of your agents will probably know me because I've been in the national arena for quite some time. A lot of agents remember me with Assurant Health when I was a regional sales director, but I would love to work with them if you're currently working with an agent, or call me direct. I'll send you information that you can hand deliver to your agent, go over with them. Again, I want everybody to have a stronger plan and more affordable. God bless everybody. Have a great day, and give me a call if you have any questions. Thank you.